Hello everybody, my name is Miss Ephania for today because I am no longer Effie. You must now refer to me by my full name because I am now a lawyer, everyone. I am now a lawyer. I am one with the law. We're gonna go solve a case today. What is that? Is that juice? Oh, that's not juice, is it? Oh, that's not juice, is it? Oh. Man, now the floors are ruined. District Court. Defendant lobby number 2. It's 9 a.m. God, that is early. Right? Ooh, damn. Woohoo! Yo! What are those two things staring me in the face right now, huh? I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. Murder's fun. It says a lot about you. And your client as well. What, the fact that my client might have murdered somebody? Yeah, it does say a lot about them. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. You mean, you knew the defendant before this case. He's one of the reasons why do I choose to play games like this when I can't read? Nick! Hey there, Larry. My name's Effie. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Why did you hire me if you wanted me to tell them you're guilty? I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Well, since you're saying you're guilty, I'm guessing it's you. The newspapers say it was you. And you're also saying it was you. I don't know why I'm here right now. My name is Phoenix Wright. That is not my name. My name, I've said this 3 times now. My name is Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Murder. 10 a.m. It's been 13 minutes. I can do math now. After the last game, I can do math now. Oh, hunger, booby. I'll have to do an old man voice. Hold on, let me get the range. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butt. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. This is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. I just got out of law school and you're testing me again? Please state the name of the defendant in this case. What does that mean again? Oh yeah, it's Larry. It's Larry. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Oh shit. Phoenix knows this one, but I don't. Wait. Uh-oh. Phoenix, you don't know it either? Phoenix, what are we gonna do? Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Sorry. I got distracted. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Phoenix, you shouldn't disappoint the lady. You don't disappoint her. Look at her. Don't disappoint the lady. She's so. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? Fuck. She was struck once by a blunt object. You seem much more relaxed. Do I have to keep reading like this? First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne. Pain in my ass. The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. God, you're tough. My heart starts pounding every time I look at her. Mr. Payne, the prosecution its first witness. I'm not a voice actor. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. He looks so smug. He's got eyes on his shirt. He could say my eyes are up here and then point to his boobies. I'm sorry. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? I wasn't dumped. She was just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. He had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. Your Honor. The victim's passport According to this, she was in Paris until a day before she died. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? I think she's hot. Well, she's dead, so I guess she's not hot anymore. Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, no way! That cheating she-dog! What? Bro, she dumped you. It wasn't cheating. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Just like your ex-girlfriend. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused motives is clear to everyone. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? We have a witness that can prove he did go to the apartment that day. The man who found the victim's body. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. No way! Order! I'm gonna go shut the door. I changed my mind. I got some nuts. I hope my mother won't be too upset that I'm eating her nuts. Don't take that the wrong way. My mom doesn't have any nuts. Don't talk about her like that. If I catch anyone in the comments talking about her like that, you're a goner. Hang on, I'm gonna eat these nuts. I'm very hungry. I dropped my nuts. Kind of like a 13-year-old boy entering puberty. Alright, let's do this. I got cashew in my mouth now. I'm not gonna make a joke about that. Please bring Mr. Frank Shawit to the stand. Oh, I get it. I get it. I get the fucking joke. I get the goddamn joke. Haha. Shawit. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought it was why do I keep playing these games? I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Okay. Are phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Shawit used was one of those. You may begin your cross-examination. What exactly am I supposed to do? Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. Stop staring at her tits! I forgot everything he said, which is a bit of a problem. Bah! I can do that too, see? Oh, yeah. Suck it, buddy. Hold it. Oh, hold it. I mean, objection. You found the body at 1 p.m. Are you sure? Yes. It was 1 p.m. for certain. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes that the time of death is sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. I like Phoenix. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Yeah, how do you explain it, huh? Mr. Shawit, did you really saw it? Great job, Wright. And Deffy. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. But it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. Dun 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 dun. Let's try this. Dun, 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 I don't get it. Go. Shit! Just kidding, Your Honor. Just kidding. There was a voice saying the time. Bonk. Wait, I got it! Bim, bim, bim. I got you, bad boy. I got you. Bang! You're about to get fucked, buddy. Not literally. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves that you couldn't have heard television or a video. The defense has a point! Yeah, the defense has a point. The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. You saw it? There's a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Let's do this. I'm gonna kick his ass. A table clock? Was there a clock at the scene?
This is the first I've heard of it.
Yeah, the murder weapon the killer used to hit the victim. The murder weapon?
Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something?
Something's fishy here. Now, find the contradiction.
Well, what's the contradiction?
So Phoenix thinks it's this statement right here, but what could it be about it? I mean, the statue probably would have worked by itself because it had batteries or something. Let's just try using this and see what happens. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
You with your objections and your evidence? Just who do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Solid. Yeah!
I saw it in there, okay? That's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne?
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. But wouldn't you even have to touch the weapon?
So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now?
Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known that the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. Yeah, you dirty liar.
Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there.
I'll do better than that. I can prove that you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Order!
Mr. Solid, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never... Look, the clock... No, I mean, I saw...
Oh. Phoenix, you good? So I'm gonna read this in the most exciting way possible. Shut up. I hate... Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright!
Your Honor?
You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor? The sound Mr. Solid heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is right now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow.
You forgot one thing. While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case.
He's right. How am I going to prove that?
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Oh, yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict. Dick, unfortunately, you're fucked.
I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about this now. Not so fast, Mr. Solid. Mia, listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Probably... Wait! What did Phoenix realize? I'm kind of lost here. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it's right. Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Probably. Well, it happened at 4 p.m. And it said 1 p.m. Well, this is the only thing we haven't used. Passport. The victim was apparently in Paris. Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since her returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It, or should I say, Mr. Did It. Oh.
Well, the case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness.
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly.
Oh, what can I say? Even though I'm a rookie, I am quite the impressive talent, aren't I?
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts,
not guilty. Yay!
With that,
court is adjourned. I still can't believe we won. Right? Good job in there. Praise me too. Congratulations, Harry.
Harry.
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent.
Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie?
My treat. Is he hitting on her? Hey, buddy, I laid my eyes on her first. Back off. Oh no, I couldn't. Yeah, 'cause she's got me.
Here, take this. It's a present.
A present? From me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me?
We'll drink a toast to innocent Butts.
Yeah!
I'd love to drink with you, my lady.
And so, my first trial came to a close. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. The end.